Ayaw mo na ba?
Oo. Ano gawin mo na umisang banana peel? Woo! Banana peel naman.
Kung ano yun, kung nakaprito yun, tapos may asukal.
Harap nun, ako hingi ako.
Oo, gaganon mo. Mabuhay, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, Mega Manila World.
Ngayon po ay araw ng Huwebes, araw ng St. Jude, ika-30 ng Enero, last day ng January 2014.
Oo nga, no? Mapanata kayo kay St. Jude, Saint of Miracles.
Maraming miracle sa buhay natin.
Simula na po ng pagbabago.
Simula po ng pagtahak sa tuwid na landas.
At samahan niyo po kami sa susunod na isang oras dito po sa inyong alternatibong newscast sa hapon. Ako po, si Snowball.
Siyempre sa amin, kayo ang nasusunod sa mga balita dahil alam namin kahit sa dyaryo, ito ang inyong unang binubuklat mula sa likod. Ako naman si Dennis Principe.
Uy, mamaya makakapiling po natin ang mga foreign riders. Brad, first look, first interview sa mga top riders na imported.
Kuha ka ng banana cue?
Road Bike Philippines.
Merienda.
7-Eleven. Tsaka mamaya may home court segment din tayo, kaya wala muna tayong text portion ngayon. Mamimiss kita sa kwentuhan, Brad.
Anong kontak?
Yung pa naman ang pampasaya. Ito po ang
PTV Sports.
Sa ulo ng mga nagbabagang sports balita. Mga inilatag na plano para sa preparasyon ng FIBA World Cup bound Gilas Pilipinas National Team. Posibleng desisyonan agad ng PBA Board. Controversial Cagayan Valley Rising Suns utility man Bernard Santos. Nagpaliwanag na sa insidente ng panlalait di umano niya kay NLEX Road Warriors Nigerian slotman Ola Adiogon. Pinoy Boxer of the Decade Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Handa nang sumalang sa dibdibang training para sa rematch kontra American WBO welterweight champion Timothy Bradley. Kevin Durant led Oklahoma City Thunder. Nagsalansan ng siyam na magkakadikit na panalo sa regular season ng National Basketball Association o NBA. At Russian diva Maria Sharapova pasok na sa quarterfinal ng Open GDF Swiss sa Paris, France.
Yan po ay mga headlines pa lamang. Detalye ng mga nag-uumusok na sports balita. Narito na tayo pinadidinig din ng live sa DCSR Sports Radio 918 sa snowbadwa.com. At napapanood worldwide via internet streaming sa www.ptv.ph. Bumarap na po sa PBA Board kanina si Gilas Pilipinas Head Coach Chot Reyes. Armado ng isang laptop na may laman ng mga visual points ng kanyang proposal, humiling si Reyes ng 3 buwang training at mas open na pool of players. Inabot rin po ng ilang oras ang presentation ni Reyes pero wala pang opisyal na tugon ng PBA Board. Samantala, inanunsyo na rin po ni Reyes ang planong naturalization proceedings kina NBA big men JaVale McGee at Andre Blatch. Sa panayam ng PTV Sports, sinabi naman ni Rain or Shine Governor Attorney Mert Mondragon na i-relay na nila sa mga team owners ang mga proposal ni Reyes para sila'y makapag-desisyon.
Sa PBA, muling nagpamalas ng tatag at lakas ang Rain or Shine Elasto Painters sa semi-final ng PBA Philippine Cup. Sa pangunguna ni shooting guard Jeff Chan na pumukol ng 20 points, umani ang Rain or Shine ng 103-94 come from behind victory kontra Petron Blaze Boosters kagabi upang hawakan ang 2-0 lead sa kanilang best of 7 series. Narito ang aking report.
Hindi na isinikreto ni Rain Coach Xiang Giao kung bakit 2 beses na nilang tinatalo ang Petron Blaze Boosters sa kanilang PBA Philippine Cup Best of 7 Semi-Final Series. Miyerkules ng gabi sa MOA Arena, nagwagi ang E-Painters laban sa Boosters 103-94 upang itala ang 2-0 series lead. Ibinuhos ni rookie Raymond Almasan ang 10 sa kanyang kabuuang 15 points sa fourth quarter upang tulungan ang Elasto Painters na may tala din na ika-9 na sunod na panalo ngayong conference. Ayon kay Giao, sinubukan ng Petron na maging pisikal sa laro sa first 2 games ng semis. Naging pabor naman sa kanila ang ginawa ng Petron dahil sanay na sa banggaan ang tropa ni Giao. Malaking bagay umano ani Giao ay ang pagkontrol nila sa dominant sophomore big man ng Petron na si Junmar Fajardo.
Junmar really is I think it's the center, is the focal point of their offense, and we have to play physical ourselves, so he's going to get the brunt of the physicality of the game. and there's 3 or 4 guys rotating on him. So that's a lot of physicality for the time that he plays inside.
Nagawa man ng Peto na maging dikit ang scores ng unang dalawang laro sa pakikipagbanggaan nito, napatunayan din ng rain or shine na alam nila kung paano kumuha ng panalo sa isang pisikal na laro.
You have to be mentally into it in order to play that game, and I thought we were just more into the game mentally with the physical game than they were.
Ang Game 3 ng series ay ilalaro Sabado ng hapon sa MOA Arena sa Pasay City. Para sa PTV Sports, Dennis Principe, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Boss Nino Reyes ng SMTM Talent Promotions. Ng mga player po yan, ha? Marami nang hawak yan. Kasama na to, oh. Handa po si Global Port Batang Pier rookie sensation Terence Romeo na magpursige sa ensayo para mas lumaki ang tiwala sa kanya ng coaching staff at mga fans. Papasok sa kanyang ikalawang komperensya sa Pro League. Ang 5'10" guard ay inatasan ng kanyang handler na si SMTM Promotions founder Nino Reyes na kayod pa sa depensa. Narito ang report ni Ms. Judith Karingal ng Sports Radio 918.
Walang nakikitang problema sa playing time si Global Port Batang Pier rookie guard Terence Romeo. Ito'y kahit pa mahaharap siya sa bagong hamon sa ilalim ng patnubay ni newly appointed head coach Pido Harencio na dating mentor ng UST na mahigpit na karibal naman ng kanyang alma mater na FEU sa UAAP.
Siyempre naman po, ano po siya po yung kung siya po yung maging head coach po, siyempre kailangan po namin magtulungan para sa team. So yung po na rivalry sa mga DAP or ano, wala po yan. Ang importante po yung ikaganda po ng team.
At para makuha ang respeto at tiwala ni Harencio, sinabi ni Romeo na magdodoble kayod siya sa ensayo para lalong gumanda ang kanyang laro. Ang 5'10" dribbler ay nasa ilalim ng pangalaga ni SMTM Promotions founder Nino Reyes.
Hindi po, mag-ensayo po ako, tapos magpo-focus. Kung decide ko po yung playing time ko, lahat naman po yung playing time. So, yun po, pagtatrabahuan ko po.
Sa kanyang unang komperensya sa Pro League, isa si Romeo sa mga labis na hinangaan ng crowd dahil na rin sa kanyang averages na 14.5 points, 3.2 rebounds at 2.8 assists per game. Para sa PTV Sports, Judith Karingal, Sports Radio 918.
Sa amateur basketball, isang araw matapos ng kondinahin ng libo-libong fans, nagpakita na sa opisina ng PBA Commissioner Chitong Salud si controversial Cagayan Valley Rising Suns utility man Bernard Santos. Ito yung magpaliwanag sa issue ng pang-aasar di umano niya kay NLEX Road Warriors Nigerian slotman Ola Adiogun. May report si Miss Nicole Ramos.
Nagbigay na ng kanyang panig si Cagayan Valley Rising Suns utility man Bernard Santos. Kaugnay ng insidente ng panglalait di umano niya kay NLEX Road Warriors center Ola Adiogun. Kasama si team manager Frederick Holado. Humarap si Santos kay League Commissioner Chito Salud sa isang closed-door PBA office sa Libis, Quezon City. Dito ay inalam ni Salud kung ano ang nasa isip ni Santos habang ginagawa niya ang pang-aasar sa Nigerian slotman. Pero hindi pa nagbababa ng desisyon ang abogadong komisyonado dahil ipapatawag pa niya si Adiogun na ayon kay Santos ay siyang nagpasimula ng gulo ng tawagin siyang baboy. Gayunpaman, matigas na sinabi ni Salud na walang puwang sa PBA at sa kahit anong sports ang racism. Samantala, tinawag naman ni Colado na simpleng cheer lamang at parte ng laro ang ginawa ng kanilang tauhan.
Wala, cheering lang. That's part of the game. Part of cheering. Walang racism doon. Ang racism doon, if you call them monkey, if you call them gorilla, that's ang racism.
Si Santos ay kinondena ng libo-libong fans dahil sa anila'y maling pagtrato at kawalan ng respeto sa isang banyagang manlalaro. Para sa PTV Sports, Nicole Ramos, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Wala pa hong desisyon at gaya nga na sinabi ni Nicole, ipapatawag po sa mga susunod na araw ni PBA Commissioner Chito Salud Jogon upang pagpaliwanagin naman sa naging depensa po nitong si Bernard Santos na una siyang tinawag na baboy ni Ola Adiogun. Marunong po siyang magtagalog. Sa Collegiate League, Labis ang tuwa ni 30 Ravenna sa pagsasakatuparan ng kanyang pangarap na makasama sa team ang elder brother na si Kiefer. Papasok sa kanyang rookie season sa UAAP Men's Basketball. Si 30 at si Kiefer ay magsasani puwersa sa paglalaro para sa Ateneo Blue Eagles. Ang kabuang detalye, ihahatid ni Miss Cristabel de Leon.
Excited na si high school standout 30 Ravenna na makasama sa iisang team ang kanyang nakatatandang kapatid na si Kiefer. Ang Ravenna siblings ay kapwa magsusuot ng Ateneo Blue Eagles jersey sa papasok na season ng UAAP Men's Basketball.
Of course, I'm very excited. I've been wanting to play along with my brother ever since I was in first year. Back when he was in UAAP Junior sa Eaglets, trinay ko na po talaga na maging teammates with my brother. Pero hindi po ako nakapasok nung first year high school po ako sa team. So, I fell short nung kumbaga.
Samantala, hindi naman itinanggi ni Ravenna na nais rin niyang makasama sa team ang idolong si Talk and Text Tropang Texters Hotshot. Gayon din ang manilbihan sa bayan kahit pa umakyat na siya sa Pro League.
Everyone would want to play for the country. And also, everyone would, ever since naman siguro na bata pa ako, I wanted to play na rin sa PBA. So, it's a really hard decision for me. Actually, I don't know what to choose. Maybe any would be a really good opportunity. Ever since pinapanood ko pa yung dad ko, Jimmy Alapag, he's been one of my inspirations talaga sa basketball in terms of being a leader. He's a really good leader on and off the court. I see him kasi every day sa Moro, we practice in the same venue. So nakikita ko ano yung ginagawa niya along with his teammates. So parang it inspired me to be a good basketball player and a good leader as well.
Sa ngayon ay patuloy ang dibdibang ensayo ni Ravenna para sa kanyang unang pagsabak sa Collegiate League. Para sa PTV Sports, Cristabel de Leon, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Lipat naman tayo sa boxing. Sasalang na ang training sa mga susunod na linggo. Si Pinoy 8 Division World Champion Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Ito'y para sa kanyang rematch kontra undefeated American rival Timothy Bradley sa April 13. May report si Ednel Bediones ng Polytechnic University of the Philippines.
Ready for training na ang katawan ni Manny Pacquiao. Ito ang tiniyak ni Team Pacquiao Chief of Staff Haplas Fernandez na nagsabing araw-araw na sumasalang sa cross-training sa pamamagitan ng paglalaro ng basketball ang 35-year-old Pinoy ring gladiator.
Hindi, nag-ano muna ang basketball. Araw-araw ng basketball, malakas yung stamina. Oo, ganyan pa rin. Kung inano namin yung ensayo ensayo namin ng Rios, kailangan pa namin, kung ano kami katutok doon, mas ngayon tututukan namin ulit.
Ibinalita rin ni Fernandez na sa sandaling matapos na ang promotor sa Estados Unidos ay kagyat na sisimulan ng Team Pacquiao ang training camp dito sa Pilipinas. Sina Pacquiao at Bradley ay lilibot sa Beverly Hills, New York at Las Vegas sa susunod na linggo para ipromote ang rematch.
LA, pero palagi LA na muna ang umpisa noon. Pero alam ko palagi LA, New York lang naman yun.
Naikasa ng top rank ang ikalawang enkwentro ni Pacquiao at Bradley matapos sa tanggihan ng Pinoy Southpaw ang alok na sagupain ng matalik na kaibigan at dating sparmate na si WBO light welterweight champion Ruslan Provodnikov. Para sa PTV Sports, Ednel Bejones, Polytechnic University of the Philippines.
Sa iba pang balita, 4 na yugto ng qualifying, mahigit 100 young tankers ang pumasa sa standard ng Philippine Swimming League. Pero dahil 76 na slots lamang ang nakalaan para sa kanila, dadaan pa ho sa mabigat na pagsubok ang mga tankers ng Philippine Swimming League bago sila bigyan ng karapatang katawanin ng bansa sa Universiad Games sa susunod na taon. Para sa detalye, nagbabalik si Miss Cristabel de Leon.
Sasalain ng husto ng Philippine Swimming League ang lahat ng mga kandidato para magsuot ng National Tricolor sa 28th Summer Universiad Games sa Gwangju, South Korea sa susunod na taon. Lalangoy sa ilalim ng Federation of School Sports Association of the Philippines o FESAP, 76 nakalaan para sa Philippine Swimming League at ang karamihan sa kanilang mga kandidato ay nagmula sa De La Salle University, Dasmariñas. Ayon kay Philippine Swimming League President Susan Papa, ang lahat ng mga sasabak sa Gwangju Meet ay sasalang sa dibdibang training para may sakatuparan ng kanilang asam na makasikwat ng kaunahang gold medal sa swimming competitions sa Universidad Games.
Right now, it's too early to say because at any rate, we have one more year to train. Sa ngayon, we're still far off.
Sa nakalipas na edisyon ng Universidad Games sa Kazan, Russia noong isang taon, kumuha po ang FESAP ng first ever gold medal para sa Pilipinas at ito ay courtesy ni chess grandmaster Wesley So. Para sa PTV Sports, Cristabel De Leon, Telebisyon ng Bayan.
Samantala, nagparamdam naman ng lakas sa cycling competitions ng Batang Pinoy National Finals ang Team Pangasinan. Kumumpleto ng podium sweep sa boys 30-kilometer road race ang mga young Pangasinense pedal pushers kung saan halos magkakasabay silang tumawid sa finish line. Nakatutong sa mga kaganapan sa Batang Pinoy National Finals ang aming kasamang Siya Halili at narito ang kanyang report mula sa Bacolod City.
Total dominance ay pinamalas ng mga Pangasinense riders sa boys 30-kilometer road cycling competitions ng Batang Pinoy National Finals sa Bacolod City. Halos magkakasabay na tumawid sa finish line sina Emmanuel de los Santos, Malone Canlas Jr. at Raiden Scott Evans sa clocking na 1 hour, 15 minutes and 59 seconds upang kumpletuhin ang podium sweep sa nasabing event.
Practice po ng maigi. Tulong-tulong po sa grupo.
Pero hindi nagpahuli ang Davao side dahil halos winalis rin nila ang hagaran sa boys 24-kilometer mountain bike race. 1-2 finish ang nairehistro ni na Davaoeño pedal pushers Brian Cocjin at Jason Caceres, habang ang bronze medal ay napasa kamay naman ni hometown bet Mio Andrew Barredo.
Yung pagpapunta, sobrang mahangin. Sakit sa sa tuhod.
Pero kahit na gano'n,
kaya ko rin. Kaya pa rin.
Samantala, inangkin naman ni Cebu City Pride Ana Patricia Maximo ang gold medal sa girls 12-kilometer road race sa clocking na 1 hour, 46 minutes and 3 minutes. Subalit nagkasya lamang siya sa silver medal sa girls 8-kilometer mountain bike event.
Hindi ko na-expect, pero try lang talaga, best effort, and then think positive para maka-place talaga.
At sa swimming, muling nagpakita ng puwersa ang NCR sa second day of competitions sa Panaad Pool. 6 sa 18 gintong medalya na nakataya ang hinakot ng Big City Tankers. Para sa PTV Sports, Keisha Manili, Bacolod City.
Paypayan mo ako.
Ganito pala, pag medyo tawag doon, nursing aid ako.
Tulak mo ako, dali.
Nursing aid ako.
Saka mo ko itulak.
Ano to?
Tulak mo ako, dali.
Tulak kita ako.
Dextrose. Makakapiling mo natin, mga kaibigan.
Ingat ka na maglalakad ngayon. Malamang. Pag nakakita ka ng puno ng saging.
Balibag ka.
Malamang.
Makakapiling ng dalawa pong mga
hindi
siklista.
Hindi totoo na sinaktan siya ni Boy, si Boy Saging?
Hindi siya, isa. Pero, kapalag to, no? Kapalag to. Di ba, Fidel? Okay.
Akala mo, hinahamon ka pa?
Oo nga.
Imbis na para matapos na.
Akala nila, tatakot ako. Oo nga. Pero sige, ito yung mga foreign riders ng Road Bike Philippines saka yung mga officials ng koponan nasasabak po sa
Ronda Pilipinas.
Last year na ba ngayon? Last year na yata ngayon?
The last year.
Save the best for last.
First year.
Okay. Sa yung home court segment natin with Miss Nicole Ramos sa pagbabalik ng
PTV.
Karate has become the world's most popular martial art, and today, Home Court shall visit an up-and-coming Karate athlete, a member of the Philippine Typhoons, which is our country's very own national team. A sophomore college student at the Far Eastern University, he has been collecting medals in the Kumite discipline. He has also won several gold medals. He has won gold medals in several Karate competitions like the 2012 World Shoto Cup in Cebu and the 2012 and 2013 National Games. He was also part of the Karate Philippines contingent who competed in Guadalajara, Spain in the 2013 World Junior Championship. He has won silver medals in the 2012 PNG in Dumaguete and the 2012 Aki Cup. He's also received a bronze team committee medal at the 2013 CCAF Karate Championship in Pampanga. It's about time you meet this Pinoy Karate kid himself, and let's visit the crib of 19-year-old John Paul Behar. Hi, John Paul!
Hi, welcome sa bahay, munting bahay. Tuloy kayo. Hi, welcome sa bahay. Meet niyo yung mga Philippine Typhoons, si Pyrexor. Yo, hello, what's up? Si Kuya Engine.
Hi, good afternoon.
Si Sedi.
Hello.
Si Pyric.
Hello.
And our champion, Pai Nino.
Hi.
Yung pamangking ko,
Hello po! Hi!
tsaka ito yung kakakitaan ng pamilya namin. Sar-sar store. Ako yung kumakain. Tara, punta tayo sa mini kitchen namin. Ayan sila. Ang bilis, no? Ito yung place kung saan nagluluto yung mama ko. Nag-prepare siya para sa amin, mga magkakapatid.
Ikaw, nagluluto ka ba?
Nagluluto ako kaso itlog lang.
Itlog lang.
Sunog pa. Yun na yun, the best.
So, John Paul, ever since ba you were a child, dito ka na nakatira?
Dito na ako tumanda. Di ko kasi rin kaya, lumayo kay la mama. Parang nailang ako. Minsan, nung bago ako dyan sa dorm, pag mga 1 week, uwi ka agad ako dito. Ayan, uwian. Tas minsan, parang kinakabahan din ako. Wala naman silang kasama dito. Yung papa ko nasa ibang bansa, kuya ko sa ibang bansa. Bali ang na iwan lang dito yung mama ko tsaka yung asawa ng kuya ko. Dito, place na to, minsan pag umuwi ako sa bahay, dito ako nag-warm up, nag-skating rope. Ayan, mga onting moves lang ba na jog reverse, ganun, kick.
Can we see a little bit? Yung sample lang.
Yan, jog reverse. Kick, yan.
Thank you, thanks.
Ito naman, yung mga award ko, mga nakuha ko sa karate. Ito yung medal ko sa unang-una ko tong medal. Yan, sunod-sunod na siya. Yung pababa. Yan, sunod. Ito, pictures ko. Ito yung first national game ko. Kaso, bronze lang. Ito siya. Ito yung, ito yon. Parang sa akin, ito yung mahalagang medal ko rin nung mga nakuha. Kahit bronze lang siya, kasi medyo mahirap dati kumuha ng medal sa national game. Kaya, proud na rin ako sa akin kasi kahit bronze, okay na sa akin.
Definitely something.
Nakuha ko siya sa Dumaguete. Dito ako nakuha bilang national team sa -55. Silver. Tapos ito, Kasaki Cup 2012. Ito, naman, sa pang national game din siya sa Kata Bronze.
Ano ang hilig mong gawin dito pag nasa bahay ka?
Matulog.
Matulog.
Matulog, tsaka, ayan, maglaro. Ayan, minsan, nagbabasa ako ng books.
Anong mga books na mga binabasa mo?
Mga Bob Ong books. Mahilig ako dyan. Ito yung 2 libro kong paborito. Ayan. Kasi, itong libro to, paborito ko kasi, nung elementary ako tsaka high school, nag-aaral ako public school. More on sulat dito tungkol sa yung public school. Basta, mga experience ba. Yan, nakaka-relate ako pag ito. So ngayon, punta naman tayo sa dojo namin kung saan kami nagtre-training. Tara! Pagod. Ngayon, nakita niyo na kung paano yung training namin, yung training ng karate. So, enjoy and watch.
So, saan ka madalas nandito or tumatambay sa bahay?
Tumatambay, minsan dyan sa baba. Pero more on, pag ako umuwi dito sa dorm, tas overweight ako, dito ako, sa maliit na spasyong to. Nag-ano ako, minsan, technique ako, jump reverse, skipping rope ako dito, yan. Yun lang,
So, ano pala, paano ka mag-karate?
Yan. Medyo, yan. Nag-start ako mag-karate nung, 9 years old ako. Yung talaga, hindi talaga ako karate ngayon. Siguro, taekwondo ako nagsimula. Dahil yun sa, pinsan ko, yaya niya ako sa tournament nila. Tapos, manood. Tapos yun, tinuruan niya ako mag-kick. Yan, kahit mga 45 kick, yan. Yan yung mga basic nun. Tapos, yun, parang napahiya ako sa mga ka-team niya. Napahiya ako sa mga ka-team niya. Pagka-kick ko, kick, tinumba nila ako. Pinush nila. Tapos, tawa sila. Sabi nila, hindi ka pwede mag-taekwondo kasi hindi ka namin ka-team, tapos hindi ka pa marunong, ganyan. Tapos, nakikijoin ka sa amin. Tapos sabi ko, okay. Tapos tayo ako. Sabi ko, ta-taekwondo ako. Lahat kayo bubugbugin ko.
Sinabi mo yun sa kanila?
Pero, nag-taekwondo ako, hindi ko naman sila nakalaban. Hanggang ngayon,
ito pala, para dun sa mga kabataan na gusto din mag-karate bilang araw, anong masasabi mo para sa kanila?
Think positive lang. Wag susuko. Kasi sa sport na karate, nandyan yan Nag-training ka ng training, pero natatalo ka, kasama yan sa sport na yun. Ako din, ganun din ako nung bata ako. Ilang tournament ako bago ako medal. 3 tournament ako. Talo ako. Minsan pa nga nawiwiwi ako nung bata.
Thank you, John Paul. Nag-enjoy kami dito sa pagbisita sa'yo.
Thank you din. Enjoy and thank you.
Bye!
Bye!
Karate is a demanding discipline, and I have all respect for karatekas who go through the motions to be able to excel in their craft. The future is bright for our promising Pinoy Karate-Do athlete, John Paul Behar, as he continues in his journey to make our country proud. With karate, think of 2. 1, it will be difficult, and 2, it will be worth it. What is worth having is worth working for. Home Court continues to inspire, featuring athletes and their sports personalities, their dreams, their passions, and their homes. This is Nicole Ramos. See you guys next week.
Okay, nagbabalik po ang pinakamalawak na sports newscast sa bansa. Kami po ang PTV Sports. It's gonna be a special sports chat segment for us because for the first time, we will be having and we will be interviewing and we will get to know the foreign riders of Road Bike Philippines by 7-Eleven of Engineer Bongsoa. Let's start up with our Spanish pro rider, Edgar Nieto. Hi, Edgar. Nice to have you in the show.
Hi. Thank you very much.
How old are you, my friend?
I'm 27 years old.
27. And how long have you been racing?
12 years. 12 years ago.
So, what level are you in now? I mean, Spain is known to produce some of the finest and greatest cyclists in the world, right?
Yeah, I'm professional rider. I only full-time. I training, race, full-time of my day.
Okay. I'll talk to you again later, senor. We also have a pro rider from Britain. He is racing in Europe, particularly in Belgium, Daniel Patton. Hi, Daniel.
Hi there.
Hey, I look like you, mate. I like your hair.
I can see the similarities, yeah.
Okay, so your first time to be here in the Philippines?
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
How are you feeling the weather? You're quite lucky today because the weather for the past week here in the Philippines has been totally cool for most of us, at least.
Yeah, but it's cool for you, but a big jump from England where it's under 10 degrees. But No, it's not too bad.
But you're ready to race, huh? You're ready to race starting on Saturday. Certainly. Okay. We also have with us the head coach of Road Bike Philippines. Hi, Eds. Hello. Nice to have you in the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ito, babalik ka na naman. Mabigat ng pressure sa'yo kasi ikaw ang defending champion coach. Okay, mamaya babalikan natin si Edna. We also have with us one of the international commissars who will be handling the race of Ronda Pilipinas starting this Saturday. We have our good friend from the UCI, Union Cicliste Internacional, Mr. Mickey Rob. Sir, nice to have you in the show again. It's been like 2 years already.
It has, Mr. Bong. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be back. And unfortunately, I was invited last year, but other commitments with the UCI, I wasn't able to come. But now I'm here and looking forward to a fantastic race.
And what's so good about Mr. Mickey Rob is he's supposed to handle the Tour de Langkawi, but he opted to just officiate here in the Philippines because he loves Philippine cycling so much. Am I right, sir?
No, you're completely wrong. I'm going to the Tour de Langkawi because I'm the race director.
But there's this one foreign tournament that you're supposed to participate in, right?
Yes, it's last year it was Australia. It was the Tour Down Under, but this year it's the Tour of Qatar and the Tour of Oman, and I'm not able to go there because I want to come to the Filipinas.
Why do you love the Philippines? Is there a particular person or reason that pushing it to be here?
Well, not really, but I'm here for the cycling.
For cycling, let's talk about
cycling. I like to see the development of the cycling, and this is a very exciting region, and you have riders with fantastic potential, and it's races like the Ronda that brings the potential out. For example, recently at the SEA Games, we had the first winner, I think, from the Philippines in the road race. Mark Galedo, and people don't win races just because they turn up. It's because of the competition they have at home, the development through people like Mr. Bong and the teams, LBC team, the 7-Eleven road bike team,
proper
etc.
exposure.
So it's that, and there's no reason why the Filipino riders can't go on, for example, to win races like the Asian Games, etc., etc. And further, when they win that, the public become more interested, more people get involved in cycling, and it's a never-ending.
And trust me, cycling is one of the favorite pastimes of the Filipinos. At Bong Sual, nice to have you in the show, ang ating pong team founder ng Road Bike Philippines.
Yes, good evening sa inyo lahat, dun sa ating taga-panood ng sports radio.
PTV Sports.
PTV Sports.
Okay, let's start off with Edgar. Edgar, before you came, what made you decide to join Ronda and represent one of the top Philippine cycling teams?
In November, Ed contact with me and ask what is my planning for this year 2014, and he said me, you are interested in coming with the Team 711 Road Bike by Philippines for all the year and start the season in Ronda Filipinas. And I studied the offer and said yes.
So what can you bring to the table? As we all know, a lot of Filipino riders, especially those you are going to compete against in the coming Ronda Filipinas, are also tough and well skilled. So is that a pressure for you, or what can you bring to the table first?
I think it's not a pressure because you work good at home. Why have pressure? I think yes, I know it's the first foreign rider in Filipino team with Daniel, but I hope everything is okay. I know the Filipino rider for last year. 2 years ago I raced with him in Asia Tour.
So can we expect a high level of performance from you, especially that Filipinos, those rabid cycling fans, will be looking at foreign riders just like you?
I hope so. I training hard for staying the top of classification in Ronda.
So what exactly is your skill, or are your skills? Are you a good mountain climber? Are you a sprinter or?
I'm more climber, and I like the mountain. Normally short mountains with a steep mountain, but I can defend in the long mountain and also in.
So are you aware of the mountains that you're gonna negotiate here in the Philippines? Because back in 2007, was it 2007 when we first invited foreign riders? Some best climbers in Asia, just like David Magan, were quite surprised when they negotiated one mountain somewhere in Batangas. And are you already aware of what you're going to face here?
I hope so. I hope so. I know the mountain of Philippines because I came in last year for Le Tour de Philippines.
Oh, okay.
I finished 8th in the general classification.
So this is your second time to race here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. We move to Patton. Patton, just a while ago you told me that it was like 10 or negative 10 degrees in
not quite negative yet. It's still positive. It's pretty mild for a British winter, yeah.
But it's totally different, the weather here, and the starting on Saturday. You're going to be racing under the scorching heat of the sun. Are you ready for that? Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, I hope so. It's something we have to deal with anyway. It's depending on where we're racing, there's always changeable weather conditions. So this is obviously just another part of it. But yeah, it's obviously new to me.
Did you ready yourself, your body, for the extreme heat that you're going to face on the road? It's like about 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah. I tried, but obviously, like I say, until you're here, until you're racing, then
Did you simulate the weather?
No, I haven't simulated the weather. It's literally been in England.
Yeah.
But training indoors as well, training on the home trainer.
That's what I was asking. Because
it's warm enough, but again, it's different conditions when you're out here racing. And,
because in Australia, I was at the sports facility there, and they have this one big room where they can imitate the climate of the place where they're going to compete. But how well do you know the Filipino riders? Have you competed here before?
No, first time, and actually said it's the first time I've actually competed anywhere in Asia. So it's all new, and Edgar here said he's going to help me out with a few names, and once we can look at the start sheet and see.
Is this your first time to race outside of Europe?
No, last year in America also.
But in Asia.
But this is the first time in Asia. Yes.
And you arrived last Monday, and how do you find the Philippines so far? Have you tried riding around here?
Yeah, we've been riding, but we've been riding from where we're based with the team. So obviously, when we've been riding through the towns and the small cities, it's been pretty busy.
Yeah.
But then,
that's one of the challenges that you're going to face in the coming ronda. Tricycles? Have you seen tricycles?
Yeah, I've seen many of them. Yes.
And jeepneys?
Yes.
Yeah, those are added hurdles.
Apparently, tomorrow we go training through the city of Manila here, so it'll be an interesting experience.
Okay. And how well do you know the Filipino riders, or what's your knowledge of Filipino riders? Have you heard of them before you came in?
To be honest, not much. No, it's completely new. But again, it was a similar situation last year, racing in America. It's a new scene, so you soon. So
have you tried riding with your teammates? Your four locals?
Yes, we've been out for a few days since we've arrived.
Who impresses you?
They all do. They all do. They're all. Obviously, this is a big goal for the team and a big goal for them, and they're just taking their preparation seriously.
Okay, I'll ask Ed, paano mo pagsasama-samahin? How are you going to combine all of these guys? Because, chemistry would be a big especially that they only arrived last Monday. Di ba, Monday lang sila dumating, tapos bubuin mo, Sabado, start na tayo ng karera.
Actually, hindi naman po kami nahihirapan na i-combine sila dun sa team. Kasi, beforehand naman po, like Edgar nga to, nakakasama na namin sila sa mga races. Plus, siguro isa pa yung attitude nila. Na kahit na anong ibigay mo sa kanila na job, they will going to do it. So, wala po akong worry na baka mamaya magkaroon ng conflict. So, wala naman po.
Ano lang yung kinakatakot mo nito? Aside from, of course, mga foreigner yung mga kalaban natin. No? May mapapasok na 7, no? 7 o 6 na mga foreign riders. Ano yung kinakatakot mo for you to, in your defense of the crown?
Actually, wala po akong takot na nararamdaman ngayon. Actually, confident po ako dun sa mga riders namin ngayon. Kasi even po dun sa mga foreign riders natin ngayon is, miski sila sinasabi nila na malalakas yung mga riders natin ngayon compared last year. Pang kailangan na lang po talaga is yung team tactics na lang po talaga. Like,
yun ang wala sa mga Pilipino
Yeah,
yung mga Pilipino, kasi pag natatapat tayo sa mga, kasi yung mga Pilipinong rider, masyadong macho, brusco. Tira lang ng tira yan, pipidal ng pipidal yan, mula sa start kung paano pumidal na malakas gano'n. Kaya pagdating sa may finish, napapagod. Doon magagaling yung mga foreigner. Dahil sila, gumagamit sila ng utak. I was talking about, Filipino riders, they're still new to cycling, that most of them would race like hell at the starting gun, and then run out of steam towards the finish line, something that you guys, foreign riders, could somehow help us with. So, ito, alam na ng mga riders mo yun.
Yes, apo. Alam naman po nila. Sabi nga namin, it's not the numbers of attacks. It is the right timing of your attack. So, apo. Okay. So, ganun, kumbaga, kung last year, na medyo, kami, hindi, may secret Kumbaga, secret yung...
Ano yung secret nyo?
Yung secret na yung tactics na ginawa namin last year.
Ginako nyo, last day na lang
Last day namin siya, kasi katwiran namin. May mga tao nagkatrabaho Bakit namin kinakailangan magtrabaho?
Yung secret nyo ba, the injection?
Ay, no,
syempre.
wala. Wala naman kami mga
may tactic kayong ginamit. Nakita ko rin yun.
Tactics naman po talaga. At saka, alam naman natin na climber naman po talaga yung mga
Pero hindi ka pa maninibago, bago yung mga rider mo ngayon? Sino lang natira sa original mo? Si Ronel lang ata.
Ronel, Galedo,
Hindi, si Galedo sa 7-Eleven.
Ronel,
si Ronel lang natira.
Siya lang po natira.
Ano mo si Ronel, Walda?
Asawa ko po yun. Mabuting asawa ko
lipat tayo kay Mickey. Mickey, you've been here in the Philippines for like 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken?
No, 2 years.
2 years already. Okay, and so far, what's your assessment on the development and the leveling up of Philippine cycling, or are we leveling up?
Well, I think so, because I have been following, to a certain extent, Filipino cycling for some time. Right back from the days of the Marlborough Tour and Victor Esperanto and riders like that. Very, very good. And then the first 2 years ago, I came to the Ronda for the first time. I saw the guys. I knew some of them from the past, from various other races. But this is a very important moving forward, to have riders like Edgar and Daniel come to bring experience and roadcraft. What the Filipino riders now need is roadcraft. They're strong enough. Some of them are very fantastic climbers, and on actual fact, last year, I think Edgar was also at the race, the Tour of Sincarac. We saw one of the Filipino riders win one of the bunch stages, a 7-11 guy actually. Smallest man in the field, but he won very, very easily and very strongly. So you have good sprinters here, very good climbers, etc.
John Mark Galedo. Yeah.
John Mark Galedo. And he had a very fantastic win. So you have good riders here, capable of winning, but they need to be controlled, they need to become crafty, and this is where these boys, with their experience, will be able to pass that experience on. Where to position themselves, how to eat, how to feed, and along with the coaches. And
it was one of the... I heard one quote from one of a foreign officials of cycling, I think it was last year, that this guy said, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, the guy said, Filipinos are a bunch of good riders, but they're like headless chickens. They just keep on jumping and jumping, and
no, I didn't say that, and
I know. You weren't here last year.
No, and I certainly wouldn't say that, and I don't think that's the case at all. But in professional racing, it's completely different than amateur racing. The guys ride like amateurs, and I don't mean that in any demeaning way at all. But the professional racing is much more controlled. It's a longer race. They have to control themselves. They have to keep themselves out of the wind, etc., etc. Whereas the amateurs, from the drop of the flag, attack. And it's a different style of racing. And this is what I think Edgar and Daniel is going to bring to the team, how to ride in that manner. And it's very important to have a experienced team captain on the team.
Okay, from the officials' perspective, because I believe you're going to stand as the chief commissar, right, sir? Will you be?
I don't know. As far as I know, I'm commissar too, but I'm not sure.
He's one of the. I'm not trying to impress him or praise him because he's in front of me, but Mr. Mickey Rabb, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best cycling officials that I've known, and in fact, he's been touring the world just to officiate, right, sir?
That's correct.
All
and
right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown.
And thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us.
You're very welcome, and I'm happy to do so.
So what are the changes Are there new rules or guidelines that you're going to present in this ronda, boss, or we're sticking out with the old byline?
Well, of course, this is run under national rules, but the UCI rules, there are some slight changes, but a very important change now is that there can be no, if a rider falls outside of the time limit, there can be no way back for him. Except under very, very exceptional circumstances, such as a typhoon, a road collapse, something like that there. But under normal circumstances, if they fall outside of the time limit, if they don't finish within the percentage time limit of the day, they don't get back.
Okay. So that's the new rule.
It was a new rule. It was brought in last year, but that's probably the most important.
What about doping, boss? That's one issue that's been hounding cycling for like ages now. So are we going to be stricter this time?
Yes, we will be strict, and I don't think it's right to say that it's hounding cycling. I think it's better to say it's hounding every sport.
Yeah. Okay.
Every sport, and in cycling, we're catching more because we're testing more. We do blood tests, urine tests, and every day riders will be tested. There will be at least 3 riders tested every day, and there can also be random tests or blood tests taken in the evenings, etc. So we do much, much more in cycling, and I'm not trying to defend the position of cycling because it's a problem throughout all sports. But in comparison with some other sports, we do quite a lot, and we're, I hope, winning the battle against doping.
Okay. Anyway, I would want to ask you about the changing of the guards at UCI because Mr. Mickey Robb is a good friend of Mr. Pat McQuaid. But first, I'll ask Engineer Bong.
Yeah.
Tito Bong, bakit hindi mo niretain yung team mo dati? Bakit binago mo? Kasi champion ka eh. Dapat hindi ba nire-retain yun?
Yun nga ang binibigay namin challenge doon sa unang team, yung 7-Eleven by road bike na pangunguna nga ni Galedo. That's why I think na mas kailangan namin ng foreign sa katauhan ng ating dalawang bisita.
Ba't hindi mo hinati yung foreigner, tag-isa?
Gusto ko maging solid yung 7-Eleven. Yun ang, kasi mostly naman yun ang natin. Hindi pa rin namin alam kung anong laro talaga ni Peyton at saka ni...
Pero ano ba to? Hindi ka ba masakit sa bulsa itong i-maintain itong dalawan to? Kasi gastos mo to. Sana sa 7-Eleven mo nilagay para si Boss B ka magbayad, di ba?
Magkano
per day ito, boss? Yung ating dalawa lang. Hindi ko nasaya.
Actually, yun ang kagandahan na maraming hindi nakakalam na ang ating rider na bago hindi naman sila nanghihingi talaga ng...
I was asking him for your talent fee, alright?
Talent fee.
Pero minimal lang. Minimal lang talaga to. So, paano mo sila naaya? How were you able to sway them to ride here? I mean, how was the invitation?
With the help of Eds and Mr. Walda.
Saan nyo sila nakita?
Actually, nakikita namin siya sa...
Edgar?
Yes, Edgar. Sa Indonesia. Doon sa team ng...
Indonesian team,
yes.
Si Daniel?
Daniel, hindi pa namin pero nakikita na namin siya.
Anong scouting report kay Daniel?
Siyempre, napakaganda nung credential na pinakita sa amin. At talaga naman inaano niya.
Hindi ka takot mapahiya rito, boss, na, uy! Race, sasabihin, uy, nagdala ng foreigner, buraot pala.
Marami kami matututunan sa ating dalawang rider na to. Kaya ito yung time para magbago tayo ng attitude na pag foreigner ng mga nakakasama natin mag-iibang natin. Alam ko, malaking tulong magagawa nila sa ating mga rider.
Okay.
At saka honest to
Okay. Anyway, Engineer Bong, so, imbitahin mo na yung mga televiewers natin to follow yung Ronda Pilipinas.
Yes, ni-invite ko po kayong lahat na po tayo sa Ronda Pilipinas at mapapanood nyo yung mga team ng road bike at ng 7-Eleven at yung mga Filipino teams natin na talagang pipilitin natin hindi nila mailabas ang titulo na na Ronda Pilipinas.
Okay. And Mr. Mickey, your invitation to the... And anyway, briefly, about the changing of the guards at UCI, don't you think this could somehow have an effect on world cycling?
Well, they always say that we need change. Always we need change. But I think President Cookston will do a very good job. He's a very competent official. I've known him for many years now. And in the past, he also was an international commissar. And he is steeped in cycling. His whole life has been involved in cycling. And I think he'll do a good job. He seems to be doing a good job at the moment. And for the number of months that he has been there, and I would be very happy.
And quickly, boss, your invitation to the Filipino cycling fans to watch out for the Ronda Pilipinas starting this Saturday.
Yeah, of course. And always remember, this is a free show that comes past your very door. Come out, cheer your own local guys. These are guys who have potential to win in the Asian Games, to win gold medals at it. Come, watch it. It's free. It's something else. It's spectacular. It's colourful. And I can tell you, they are strong men. They're giants amongst men.
Thank you so much, sir. And the coverage will be aired live on Sports Radio 918 starting day 1. Eds, mabilisan lang.
Iniimbitahan po namin kayo na manood po, nasuportahan po ang 7-Eleven Road Bike Philippines sa darating na Ronda Pilipinas. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
And Daniel, what can we expect from you in the race? Will you bring home the bacon?
As long as one of us bring home the bacon, then it's good. But yeah, it'll be a good race, and we'll be hopefully putting on a show for everyone. So
okay. And your message to the Filipino cycling fans?
Just come out, watch, enjoy, and
Senor, your message to the Filipino cycling fans. You can speak in Spanish if you want to.
Yeah, I only want coming everybody to the start, to the finish, around the route, and you will see the cycling riders were very friendly, and we take photos and signatures and everything. Os espero a todos aquí y muchas gracias por vuestra acogida.
I'll give you an advice. You talk to the owner of the race, Mr. Dino Araneta, in Spanish. You'll get along well.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Ang Road Bike Philippines cycling team, they'll be competing dito po sa magaganap na Ronda Pilipinas 2013. At sa ngalan po ni kaibigan Dennis Principe at ng bumubuo ng PTV Sports at sa amin po mga sponsors, ako po si Snowbado, ang tabayanan ng News at 6. Sports Radio, Cathy San Gabriel, Mark Castrodes at Ralph Obina sa inyo po makalipas ang kanilang headlines.